It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Wilson going to come out throwing. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
from the shotgun. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Baron Browning coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right.
high
That's
mark.
The highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds right around the 20. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This is Harris, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Alex Singleton coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked. Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Boswell's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Well, we're pretty early in this contest, and with 1 interception already thrown, when that ball was tipped in the air, I think he had to be wondering, could this be a second one, and was already battling in his mind how to handle it. Fortunately, that ball fell incomplete, and now he gets a chance to atone for what could have been a big error.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here, second and 1. Now a give, running left is Harris. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They go play action with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd and 10. Wilson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Wilson. That is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
To throw again is Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Third and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go back to the ground with Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Cody Barton there to bring him down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Wilson on second down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
On second down, Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to all get it back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives, making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wilson will throw again. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They start the second half here with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Troutman right side. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Now Williams running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Wilson got a man open. It's Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They try the left side here with Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here's Wilson. Sutton from 8 yards out, and the Broncos have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 13. Now Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end Firewolf. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important, because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
Now a dump off here complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get it, baby. Y'all got time. Let's go. Playmakers, step up. It's one play at a time, baby.
Here's Wilson to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. On one of the linebackers. Packers has got it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Wilson now off the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson got his man. It's Warren. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Wilson will throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Alex Highsmith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The kick by Lutz is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson to Jefferson on the slant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
The throw over the middle taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Again, Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Austin. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. 7 yards there and a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson on first down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Setting up the screen to Pirine. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
122 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Denver, good night, everybody.